Hello, monsters abound here. There's something strange in your neighbourhood. Who are you going to call? Not me. I've got enough on my plate. Sort out your own problems. Welcome back to Total War Warhammer 2 Mortal Empires and part 9 of my Mazdamundi campaign. Last time, we killed Phil, and there was much rejoicing. Having captured Port Reaver, we've now got 2 provinces under our belt, and just about enough upkeep to keep an entire army. So that's good. And we've also got Timo Zoom Zoomer. I've named Zoom Zoomer because he's going to go around and grab some of these little bits and pieces for us and hopefully get some money, because that would be very, very nice. Do I want to upgrade some of these bits? I was sort of mulling this over, wasn't I? I think I'm going to save. I'm going to save the Crafters Commune, which is about 5,000, I think, 5,700. We can, I think, I'm going to move Mazdamundi southward. Now, I do think it's literally a matter of time before Morathi does declare war on us, so I've got to keep that in mind. But I don't really want to go north because it's all uninhabitable for me, so looks like they're sort of like creating an invasion force at Arnheim. I'm hoping that's going to go to Ulthuan. I'd much prefer them to kill High Elves than kill me. Let's hope they keep their priorities sort of straight. Okay, Boris Johnson has ranked up. We are go. I mean, I would love to give him a Stegidon. He can't have a Stegidon yet, but we are going to give him evasion. I mean, to be honest, I'm not overly bothered about these spells here. That's not... Arcane Conduit would be nice to have. You know what? I'm going to get Scouting because we just don't seem to be picking up many magic items at the moment. But maybe that will change when Zoom Zoomer goes and grab... He's not moving very fast, is he? Oh, we can't do that. Fine. No, it's fine. That's fine. Let's head southwards to Brighton. There we go. Brighton is full of lizards. And I'm saving money, aren't I? Yes, don't forget you're saving money, monsters abound. Don't do what you usually do and forget. So I'm trying to understand the I think at the Geomantic Web, if we owned and neutral settlements, ruins and enemy settlements. So I think Maku Peaks, if we can like capture all of Pahoaks, then I think that'll be better. I think. So I'm not entirely sure. It's not something I've had to play around with before, so interesting. Anyway, so we're saving money. Good, right, just end the turn then. We'll get Zoom Zoomer to go and pick up hoover up some little bits. Maybe we can find a Skull Island somewhere, because that's obviously 10k. That would come in useful. Frankly, if I knew there was like huge piles of money sitting around in sea, I would definitely go sailing more often. What I might do is head down to the Southlands and see if I can get contact with the Tomb Kings. Because if I can... Because they often... They're pretty... Oh, defeat one army, 15 turns. Okay, I'm fairly sure I can manage that. Because they're usually fairly sort of open to trading with more powerful factions. 2,500 there. That's quite nice. We can go down and grab that one next. Zoom Zoomer, you're going to get Route Marcher so you can travel faster. That's basically all you're going to be doing. Just on a ship by yourself. Only yourself to keep you company. That's it. I feel a bit bad doing that. Always feels a bit mean. Never mind. He'll live. Well, I mean... Probably. We could get the Temple of the Old Ones. That would give us more income. It also allows a recruitment of the Bastiliadon solar engine. which is basically a Bastiliodon with a giant laser on its back, which is amazing. It also gives us Untainted. Now, obviously, we started off with quite an issue with corruption, but it's actually going up to 122.2% Untainted, which is impressive. Not quite sure why it's going quite that high, but that's okay. And I guess we don't have to worry about corruption from Morathi here, so I'm not overly concerned about that at this moment in time. I would like the Cold One Riders, though. The Feral Cold Ones have a speed of 70. The Cold One Riders have a speed of 66, which is fairly... It's basically the same. Cold One Spear Riders are anti-large, whereas the Cold One Riders are just armor-piercing. So they've got basically the same attack. So basically they're just slightly slower upgraded Cold Ones. And we could get the Horned ones, which are elite cavalry. On the other hand, just more money. Oh, but before I forget, where are we? There we are. Weapon Crafters Commune. Certain barrios in the Temple City are where skink Artesians reside, arguably the most important of which are the Weapon Crafters. That's going to give us... It's going to unlock technology to determine the Great Plan. Income. It's going to reduce growth, but only by 10. And allow us to recruit Horned Ones, Temple Guard, Crocs, Gore, and Pterodon Riders. All of which are good. Okay, so we've kind of... One more turn and we've replenished. So what I'm going to do then is... Let's get rid of these Saros Warriors. And we will pick up the Blessed Temple Guard. So what do they have? That's just the same. Fire resistance, magic resistance, or armor. I mean, magic resistance, buh. Fire damage, buh. But armor, missile resistance, physical resistance, I mean, you can't go wrong with that, can you? No, you cannot. And with 59 melee attack, 74 melee defense, and 71 weapon strength, they are terrifying. And that's just the kind of unit I want in my army. Ones that scare that just give me the heebie-jeebies. I look at that and go, ooh, oh no, give me the willies. So I might okay. We'll get the mace, and then I will bring Mazdamundi over to resettle the ruins. Okay, good. Kit Kat has woken up on the right side of the bed and is raring and ready to go. I say we give him more. We could give him more armor. One more health. I'm going to let's give him more health. Okay, I think we're ready to go. So what we're going to do is we're just going to hop outside the city. There we go. We're going to recruit those... No, we're not. They're ridiculously expensive. Go back in the city, back in the city, back in the city. So you've got... Oh, 5,000. Okay, that could well have done exactly what we needed to. Okay, back out of the city, back out of the city. Right, we'll get the Temple Guard. Blessed Temple Guard. There we go. They're very expensive, though. Although, you know, they basically take on an army by themselves, so swings and roundabouts. And we are going to... you know what? This should actually complete this, shouldn't it? Because we're going to defeat an army, so I think that's going to work. So, Cobra Mace of Mazdamundi. We've got a fairly large Skaven force here. They've got Plagueclaw catapults, which we need to deal with. Now, I do have I think the cold ones can probably deal with that. And otherwise, it's just Skaven slaves, which are, well, rubbish. So we're going to teleport. It looks very much in our favour. Now, quest battles can be a bit weird. Sometimes they can be brutally difficult, and other times they're an absolute fucking cakewalk. There doesn't seem to be any in between. So let's find out what this one is like.
Like uncanny eyes cause my soul. Los chancas needs a charcoal.
Our force is moving into position. They've got quite a few Plagueclaw catapults, and we're going to have to do something about those. And we are, because Kit Kat is leading the Raptor forces over into the forest on the left-hand side. On the right-hand side, we've got the Pterodons being led by Boris Johnson. While Saurus and Mazdamundi just hold back. Now, Skaven force is not very scary, to be honest. It's got a lot of Skaven slaves. That's not too bad. Basically, the main problem is going to be these Plagueclaw catapults. So that's what we need to deal with. So we're going to do our best to harass them with the Pterodon riders while our cold ones go and hide in the forest. And then once this army's moved forward a little bit, we're going to jump them with the Saurus, not the Saurus, sorry, the cold ones, and wipe them out. That's the theory, anyway. So quite a nice little, an amber spear there, I think that was. You got 23 kills, which isn't bad. The Warpfire Thrower is going to keep the Pterodons at bay. They're not particularly good against Pterodons, but then Pterodons don't have a lot of health, so I'm trying to keep them away from them. Plagueclaw catapults are trying to hit the Pterodons. They're not having a huge amount of luck, but one hit will equal a kill, so... Ooh, I did take it, got clipped there. So our cold ones hiding in the forest. There's Cricket and Crunchy. They're going to be leading the charge. While the Skaven army is advancing, and this gives us our opening. So Pterodon riders flying around behind, trying to get in amongst the Plagueclaw catapults. They're spawning some clan rats. We're just, oof, took a little bit of blast there. So we're going to be bombarding them from above. Meanwhile, in come the cold ones and Kit Kat and Crunchy. Now, we do need to deal with those warp fire throwers, who are currently coming back to the fight over here. So, Kit Kat's going to deal with that. While the cold ones run down the Plagueclaw catapult crew. Which they do just expertly. Look at that. Carving them apart. Easy peasy. Kit Kat gets caught up in some clan rats, but he's going to just break through and then charge into the warp fire throwers, then jump on them. Good stuff. Just making them explode. Meanwhile, the rest of the Skaven army has arrived at our line, and we're going to crash into them. Now, clan rats v Saurus always goes one way, and that way is not in favour of the Skaven. However, Skaven reinforcements have arrived on our flank. Now, had I known this was going to happen, I would have set some units up here to catch them in combat. Unfortunately, most of these are gutter runners, and so they're skirmishers, which is going to be really obnoxious to deal with, because they're going to run away, break, and then return to the fight, and our units are going to be spread out, and it's going to be basically a mess. And I basically need the Raptors to go and hunt them down. So cutting down these infantry should be no problem. There's Lack just running through. He is in combat with a whole bunch of storm vermin though, and I hadn't realised they had storm vermin. So that's a bit of a problem. So we need some. So basically, Mazdamundi needs some help. There's the Bilefitch the Infectious, the enemy general. We're just riding around on his Screaming Bell, and we have pretty much cleaned up the vast majority of the infantry being left behind. So Kit Kat and the Raptors now running back to join the fight and try and hunt down some of these annoying skirmishers. We've got some Death Runners here. They're quite nasty. Nasty, nasty units. We are slowly just smashing through them. They're throwing everything they've got at us. Mostly, as I say, the problem is that they're skirmishers, so they are running away from us while firing. Our poor chameleon skinks have been jumped by some more Death Runners, and let's be honest, Death Runner v chameleon skinks is also a fight, like the Saurus v Skaven, that is only going to go one way, and it's not going in the skinks' favour. So the skinks are going to try and get away, but the Death Runners are very fast themselves. Speed of 36. I mean, they should be able to outrun them, but I always find that for some reason the AI is always a little bit faster than the players' units. A number of times I've sent like some dire hounds or something to chase after some pistoliers, and the pistoliers outrun them despite having lower speed. Whereas if I try that, yeah, my pistoliers die. So Bilefitch in amongst our units here. He's trying to fight Kit Kat, which is a very bad idea. It's not a great plan. As you can see, he's getting pretty beaten up. The Raptors are not actually very good against Gutter Runners. The Gutter Runners, I mean, it doesn't look like they have particularly good stats, but they seem to be able to just get an edge. Maybe it's the poison. It could be the poison, come to think of it. Maybe we're just taking a bit of a dive for the stats from the poison and just gives them an edge. As you can see, they are slowly getting ground down, slowly eaten apart. Looks like we've broken most of the Skaven forces, the reinforcements. Our Pterodons have taken a lot of damage. Some of our Saurus have taken a lot of damage. It's quite I wouldn't say it's a tricky quest battle if you know that the reinforcements are going to arrive. I think if you know that, then you can probably prepare for it. We've still got some Gutter Runners hiding in the forest over here. Continuing to be a bit of a pain, but with most of their army dead, and I think their general has come back to the fight. I think Kit Kat's going to spot him. I think he gets killed, and that basically breaks the Skaven army. I should have concentrated more on the general, to be honest. I think the morale shock, especially for Skaven, is quite nasty. Yeah, so I don't know quite what he looks like. He's heading for Kit Kat and Crunchy, which is like literally suicide. This is committing suicide in a terrible fashion. And your Kit Kat hasn't spotted him. He's just wandered off. Off he goes. So Bilefitch he's just going for a little joyride on his Screaming Bell. I don't know where he's going or what his plan is, but maybe he just doesn't have one. He might be high on Warpstone. He's literally taken the Screaming Bell out for a... Nope, he's dead. Out for a little spin and got it broken by Raptors. Eaten by Raptors. Unfortunate. Well, that was fairly straightforward. Not too bad. Do you want 30 experience? I guess it would be nice. And I'm not going anywhere at the moment, so I guess I sacrifice to Sotek wouldn't go amiss. It's Skaven as well, so he loves Skaven. Old Sotek. Oh yes. Bloody loves them. So we've got the Cobra Mace, so that's going to give us post-battle chance of stealing a magical item, plus 50%. Excellent. Weapons attack, plus 13. Weapon strength, plus 14%. Enables poison attacks, gives us more casualty replenishment rate, untainted, and makes Mazdamundi unbreakable. So there we go. Let's pop back into the settlement. That's going to give us some replenishment. Let's go... Oh, bloody hell. Really that many skill? Okay, so let's go for Ancient Cunning. A bonded plus 20 experience per turn. Can't go wrong with one of those. Then we can get Drafts Master. And then I'm probably going to go for Geomantic Sustenance and Renowned and Feared. Casual Replenishment would be good. Lightning Strike again would be very, very useful. If we'd had Lightning Strike, this would have been a lot easier to start off with. Still, we've made some money, so that's good. So we're definitely going to upgrade. I mean, we could get some of these. That's going to give us another 200 income. The Ancient Harbour. So I'm going to grab that. I'm also going to get... Ooh. So the Beacon of Dawn. Unit experience gain per turn 200 for units in that province. Screw it, we're getting that. I could knock down... The Ziggurat of Dawn does need walls, doesn't it? Okay, let's knock down that. And I'll get... Yeah, that looks fine. That looks fine. I think the 200 experience a turn, I mean, I could sit Mazdamundi in, or I could sit any army in Hexotl and they would just literally just rank up as we're recruiting. So if I turn Hexotl into my kind of recruitment base, then even as we're recruiting armies, they will be ranking up very nicely. Obviously, having that untainted, that close to Morathi, it's basically like an STI clinic. Okay, so we've got the sequence of Sara spawning, so that's pretty good. We didn't recruit a skink chief. No, but I'm not feeling that bad about it. It's got income from industry, so we could get the Tablet of Crafts there. So we can get these fairly soon. So let's go for the Tablet of Crafts. Research the following item to advance this man's great plan even further. That's going to give us tradable resources, extra 5%. Can't be a bad thing. We could, if we head to Hexotl, it's going to be 5 turns though. Oh well, that. It might not be useful for Mazdamundi, but it'll come in useful later. A marble quarry. What are we doing for trade? That's something I meant to check. So currently we're producing 13 chests and exporting all of them, 20 slabs and exporting all of them. So if we get more trade goods, that can only be a good thing. So if we get the marble quarry, that's actually going to reduce construction costs for the entire region, so that's pretty good. Can't go wrong with that. Ziggurat of Dawn, we wanted walls. We're going to have to save up a little bit for that. Oh, I forgot. Timo Zuma. Maybe I should call him Speedy de la Ponto. Punto? Is that the car? What's the car with the Nicole Papa thing? I remember the advert, don't remember what it was for. Hi, Morathi. Ah, right, well. I mean, knew it was going to happen sooner or later. They look like they've got a lot of armies. That looks like a lot. That looked like a lot of armies, didn't it? That looked quite a lot of armies. I could be in a lot of trouble here. Okay, Timo Zuma, you're going to go, I think, should we go down and grab this fell cargo, or do I head over here? There's a mysterious island. You know what, I'm going to head in this direction. Okay, we can grab that one. We can then sail over there and grab that one. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. What's not fine is being at war with Morathi. How long was the STI click going? 4 more turns. I really do need walls here, don't I? If they head for the moon shard and sail over, I basically have, I mean, okay, the fallen gates is pretty heavily defended. So Mazdamundi can actually reach any province in a single turn. So I think we're okay, even though it is marching, but that should still be fine. As long as the greenskins don't declare war on us, we should be okay. Maybe I should get walls down here. Mystic barriers? Get a little mystic barrier? Seems pretty... Ray of lights. Yeah, that's what we want. Yeah, I need more garrison down here. Just in case. Who are you at war? You're at war with the Vampire Coast, which means I might actually be okay for the moment down there. Famous last words, but might be. Fingers crossed. The other thing is, Morathi, are you at war with...
Quickly or die.
You're not at war with Lothern, really? You're like right next door to them. You sure you don't want to have a go at them? I just think it might be, you know, you've got a lot of built-up tension between you guys, and I just feel like maybe you should work that out before attacking me? No? Okay. Okay, fine. Oh, they've already started assaulting the garrison. So, at least, I mean, that suggests they're heading in this direction. Okay. So, how bad was the assault? Geez, that's it's pretty... Can yeah, right, what I need... Skink Chief. What I need is more money. Zuma. Shiny boots and fresh recruits. The blade of Zuki. So to be the weapon wielded by the old one Tazuki, this exquisitely crafted weapon is unbreakable and hums as it cuts through the air. So basically it sounds like a power weapon. Okay, good. We've got a power weapon. We've got a power sword, everyone. Good job. No money though. It's unfortunate, but that's going to be a good weapon for Kit Kat to have. Kit Kat, do you want a power weapon? Of course you bloody do. Armor piercing and weapon strength, yes. So basically you do more armor piercing, which is good. Okay, so do I head to the Fallen Gates? I mean, we need to take... I feel like taking the battle to Morathi, so let's head for the Fallen Gates. And then we're going to recruit Gore and Agar. Yep, good. And he is going to, I hope, do some assassin killing. And I'm just hoping they don't come this direction. God, she's got a lot of armies. What strength rank is she? Strength rank 5. I'm 18. Fab. Good stuff. I mean, maybe we can do some raiding. We can, like, hit Sildra Tor or something. Make her regret. Mind you, she's got at least... I reckon she's got at least 2.5 stacks. We are woefully outnumbered. But what's new? Right, well, Gore and Agar's job of assassinating assassins didn't go very well, as he got critically killed on his first day on the job. So, I mean, you know, we can learn lessons from that. The first lesson is don't try and out-assassin Dark Elf assassins, but that's not really a good lesson to have learned. So, okay, fine. We're going to have to think of something else then. Jesus. I mean, oh. Poor Gore in a car. We only knew him for a short time, but he left an impact. Certainly on the ground where he landed, because, Jesus. Okay, savages. Where? Over there. Okay, that's actually okay for us. And raise or sack Sild Retort. Well, it just so happens that's exactly what I had in mind. Do yes. Death or Glory. Oh god, there's another stack. Oh fuck. Do I auto-resolve this one? What have they got? So they got a War Hydra. I think we can deal with that. And then they've just got... I mean, the main issue here is their Dark Shards, because their infantry is crap. And they've also got... Flock of... You know what? You know what? We're going to fight this. We're going to kill her. And then we're going to deal with Morathi. So we've had battles against Norskins, against Greenskins, and against the Empire. Well, New World colonies. But not against Dark Elves. I don't know how the Dark Elves perform in Steel Faith Overhaul. Not since I last tried them anyway. So on the right flank, we've got the Cold Ones being led by Kit Kat, backed up by the Chameleon Skinks, and they're going to be chased down by some Dark Riders with repeated crossbows. Now, I don't want to chase them, because the likelihood is I'll get stuck in sort of a combat or drawn in, and I don't want that. So we're going to pull back and let the Chameleon Skinks do their stuff. So that's going very well. On the left flank, the Pterodons, sort of just trying to do a little bit of harassment, and Mazdamundi charging up. He's going to try and take on the Hydra. Well, the Saurus move in to back him up. Well, they're moving quite slowly. Mazdamundi's going to take quite a bit of damage, but he's also going to use a Burning Head, which is going to tear up and through the Dark Elf infantry back here. Do quite a bit of damage. Kit Kat's in a bit of trouble. He's engaged some Cold One Knights who are doing quite a lot of damage to him. They are anti-large. I don't want the Raptors to engage something like the Black Ark Corsairs or the Spears. Don't want that. I want them to hunt down the Dark Shards. That's what they need to do. So Matilda's going to engage some Spears. There's some Saurus warriors there. Temple Guard. Bless Saurus charging in. And what we've done is we've kind of created a little hole in the centre of our line through which the Raptors can march. Now, we've got some Bless Saurus warriors here. They're going to take a lot of fire. There's not much we can do about that until the Raptors move into position. Now, the Hydra is actually doing quite a lot of damage to poor Lord Mazdamundi. As you can see, the Raptors now splitting either side of these Blessed Saurus warriors who are taking a lot of fire, and they're now going to be able to hunt down the Dark Shards. We have one unit got caught by these Cold One Knights who are going to really do a number on them. Kit Kat is currently embroiled in combat with some Dark Dread Spears? Dread Spears. But he should be fine. He's being backed up by the Chameleon Skinks there, so he should be fine. I'm a little bit... He has taken a beating, though. Quite a beating. Murderous Prowess has popped, and the Dark Elves still fighting on, despite horrific casualties. Saurus over here beating up. Is it the Supreme Sorceress and... Okay, they've got two Sorceresses, and they were basically beating them up. So they've broken them. It took a lot of fire from crossbows, but they're okay. They've chased them off. We've got the Cold Ones just chowing down on some Dark Shards over here, although, I mean, they are winning slightly, but not super duper winning. I was hoping they'd eat them quite quickly and be able to move back to assist, but it seems like the Dark Shard's able to sort of just fend them off. I guess, well, they are armor piercing. They're against infantry. You'd think they'd be able to really chew up those Dark Shards, but they're struggling. Kit Kats and Crunchy doing fantastic work, up to 49 kills, hunting down multiple enemy units. The Chameleon Skinks have a little bit of trouble with some Dark Riders who are doing quite a lot of damage to them. Which again is weird because the Chameleon Skink's stats are in some ways better than the Dark Shards, and yet the Dark Riders, well, I guess they've got good melee attack. Don't know. Anyway, broken now. Just some last few holdouts from the Dark Elf side, just hanging around the Death Hag over here, who is boosting their leadership, but completely surrounded and not wearing very much. She's going to go down pretty quickly. And the Dark Elves have been defeated. Sildrator is ready to be sacked or raised. But it took a lot more damage than I thought we would. Okay, that was a little bit more brutal than I thought it was going to be. Never mind. I don't get very much for sacking, do I?
You will pay with your life.
Well, you say that. Got an Ogre Blade. And we have got 2 less Gold 1 Spear Riders, which is actually going to come in use considering how much damage those Cold 1, Dark Elf Cold 1 Riders did. If I run, am I going to be... I will be fine. Don't think I'm going to be able to... How far have I moved? Yeah, let's just... We can get back into the Fallen Gates and we should be fine. Right. Okay, well, we did a little sacking there, but barely got any money for it, so wasn't really worth it. Never mind. Let's get Draftsmaster, because then we can get Lightning Strike, which could come in useful. Kit Kat and Crunchy. You guys are going to have Scarred Veteran, so more health. And Boris Johnson, you can have... I do quite like the Amber Spear, but it's not very good from an elevated position. I'm going to get Flock of Doom. I'm going to do that. And we should... I don't think you can... I think you can reach us. No. No, you're going to struggle. And that's Morathi over there. But I think we did quite a lot of damage to Sildrator there. And we've got some Cold 1, Blessed Cold 1 Riders. So that's not bad. We've done a little bit of damage to Morathi as well, which I think...
I am Tyrion, champion of the Everqueen.
You're going to like, I suspect, because I don't think you like... Have you actually... Hang on, have you met? Hang on. Yes. No, have you literally just met? That can't be right, can it? How are you neutral?
The goddess forbids it.
Okay. Okay, well, that's fine. It should increase. And now we've got a little bit more money. I would like, to be honest, I would like more money, but I kind of do need to get the walls here. And probably in Skeggy. Let's go and grab this one over here. Abandoned Camp, Shiny Boots and Fresh Recruits. We've got the Book of Asher. And Press Ganged. No money though. Is there anything... Can we just continue to sail around here? Oh, hello. There we go. We'll grab that one as well. Sailing around Ulthuan. Probably annoy the High Elves a bit, but tough shit, basically. Okay, you've got the Forbidden Rods. which I'm fine with. Boris Johnson, you've got the Wand of Jets. Is that more than 15? I'm going to assume... I don't know. Well, it's probably not, actually. So I'm going to give you the Book of Asher. And I'm going to give the Sword of Might as well. I don't know if you're going to actually use it or not, but we'll go with that. And you may as well pick up these bits, because why the hell not? Don't think we've got anything we can give you. No, no, all good. Right.
You presume to command.
So Morathi's up there. And to be honest, that battle kind of scared me a little bit because those dark shards are nasty. I mean, the infantry, as I suspected, is bloody useless, but their Cold One riders in Steel Faith Overhaul are actually good, which is distressing because in vanilla, the Cold One riders are basically just garbage. Literally hot garbage. They're absolutely useless. Absolutely no reason to recruit them. No reason to ever even touch them. But they are actually quite good in this. That's Okay, well, so we're at war with Morathi, and they're currently not at war with the High Elves, but that might change rapidly because it looks like they've only literally just met. Which is odd. It's a little bit odd. Never mind. Maybe that will sort itself out. And they've got Savage Orcs in their territory, but they're not at war with them. So I hope they don't come down here because I don't need more stuff. Currently we're sort of holding Morathi at the Fallen Gates, hitting Sildrator and Iron Spike, but obviously having corruption is nasty because we will take attrition in her territory. So we're going to have to... I mean, we could maybe just raise Sildrator on Iron Spike. I'm hoping that... I don't really want to push into the territory because it's all uninhabitable. And it'll be just a nightmare. Income from all buildings minus 50%. It's literally no reason to take that. So I'm thinking just leave it. Don't worry about it and hope that the High Elves declare war and start taking her territory, cleaning it up, and protecting my northern border. Will that happen? Well, I mean, I often see the High Elves invade, so maybe, if I'm helping, we'll find out. So there we go. So thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next time.